Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I'm pretty sure I'm in the exact same spot I was in when I said goodbye to you in the last video, but that's okay. I'm not going to be in this spot for very long. So today is Saturday. I thought I would just make a day of doing a little bit of Christmas prep, Christmas shopping, but also there's a flea market we want to check out. This flea market is called Reningers or Reningers. I'm not 100% sure how they pronounce it, but it's in Mount Dora, Florida. I love a good flea market and we have never been there. So from what I can tell, they have big events throughout the year, but the flea market's always open. So they do have an event today, and I'm not sure if you need tickets to the event to go into the actual flea market. So we're going to find all that out. We're going to drive over to Mount Dora, see what's up over there, and I know they have a big event. I think it's next weekend. We're not going to go to that next weekend, but I know they have another one in January. So if we like how it looks, if it looks like fun, then we're going to go in January to the big flea market. So anyway, I have that for a plan. We're going to take a ride over there, take Luna with us because she's allowed at that flea market. And then maybe we'll just go around Mount Dora a little bit. I heard it's a beautiful town, so maybe we'll check it out. And then I'm hoping this afternoon I can, Jenny's freaking out at her tail. I'm hoping this afternoon that we can take a little trip over to Hobby Lobby to see their Christmas decor. I will say that I went to Hobby Lobby the day after Halloween last year and it was a mob scene. So we'll see how I feel because I'm still getting over whatever it is I have. Anyway, we're gonna get started on our day. So let's go see what kind of fun we can find in Mount Dora. So I realized I haven't been doing my outfit of the day with you guys and I really missed that. So I wanted to show you what I'm wearing to go shopping. It's pretty chilly out today. It is like gonna reach a high of 70. I know that sounds crazy, but it's been so hot. So that is a little chilly to me. So I am wearing this sweater from Shein. I love the stripes. I knew my husband would love this one because he loves anything that's like sort of retro looking. So this one has these fun stripes up the arm. I got this probably like 2 months ago. It's just been too warm to be able to wear it. It is a little bit wrinkly, but it's a little bit, it's not like long by any means, but it's not overly cropped. So I like the length of it. And then I'm wearing it with these shorts. These are by Studio Blue. I got them from Stitch Fix. I love the little bit of distressing, but not over the top. So anyway, that's my outfit. Just wearing my Crocs sandals as per usual. So let's go. There's actually quite a line to get into this place, so I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be really busy in there. They're having I don't know, an event today, so maybe that's why there's such a traffic backup. So right off the bat, I found lots of plants for sale. This one's really cute, this one down here. It's like a whole like greenhouse room. Cute. I think I would need a lot of time to go through this like properly, but there's so many cute things in here. What's that? What are you? Some sort of Hoya. Let's see prices on these. It's cute though. Oh, this is a philodendron Florida something. What are you? Florida mint, maybe? Oh my goodness. There's another one. Oh, that one's so nice. $12. Ooh, I might have to think about it. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep walking. I am really on the hunt for, this. I think I might have just bought this from another shop for like $9. I don't know. Oh, I love that sheen though. It's an alocasia. Okay. My poor husband's just standing there with Luna, so I should probably move on. I did pick up a couple of plants, but there are also a lot of like fresh fruit booths and just like it's a mixture of new stuff and antiques, and there's just a lot to see here. All right, we've been through some of the indoor flea market. We're coming down to see what this is. I have no idea. We're gonna check it out. But down here, all different barns that people can like fill their own stuff up with. Love this booth. This is like all like iron stuff. A lot of like like ceramic stuff too. So cute. Just like miles of iron. Still on the lookout for a wooden stool, but I haven't found anything yet. Alright guys, we are back from the flea market slash antique store. So let me tell you a little bit about this place, because even though I took a little bit of video there, I didn't take very much, and we stayed for about 2 hours and saw very little of what was there. This place is gigantic. So there were probably 4 or 5 buildings just on kind of like the flea market side. And they were kind of those covered buildings that are open-ended. So you can kind of walk all the way through, and you can walk all the way through each booth because they have 2 sides, the ones in the middle anyway. There were bathrooms, there were little food booths, there were all kinds of different little places to check out. Some of the stuff was like newer. There were like booths with knives and I don't know, like cooking utensils and things like that. And then there were booths with old stuff, collectibles, toys, furniture, just all kinds of things in these buildings. There was also fresh fruit, plants, vegetables, all kinds of things that were, you know, either freshly cut or still growing. And then we went out into this field area, and there was a lot of flea market-y stuff there too. Some of it was old, some of it was a little bit newer. Again, mostly older stuff out in the field, but somewhere between old and antique, I guess. Then beyond that, there was another section of field where they were holding an event. That was like a cannabis fest. So we just heard the music from that. We didn't actually go down to that area. Then as we were leaving, we realized there was a whole section of like a huge antique building and almost little sheds that people could rent out and have their collection displayed in so that they could sell them. So we're definitely going to go back another time. I've already told Emily, she and I are going to have to go there and check it out. But we had all we could handle for that day. We had Luna with us. It was getting really warm. I had worn a sweater because it was chilly this morning, but when we got there, it was super warm. And so I had like just my cami on because I hadn't thought to put anything else under my sweater. So I was just ready to head out, but we definitely need to go back and check it out, and I'll take you guys along when we do. We may wait a couple of months just to see, but there is a giant like antique flea market kind of thing happening in January, and I think I'm probably going to buy tickets for that. I don't think they're super expensive. You can buy like a one-day ticket or a ticket for the whole weekend, but I know it's very well attended because I've seen pictures from previous years and there were lines waiting to go into this place. So anyway, I wanted to share with you what I got at this flea market because I picked up three wishlist plants for a total of like $37. You guys, I'm so excited. I am in my little closet area. This isn't my closet's over on this side. This is my little bookshelf area, and then my bathroom's behind me because we are in the process of decorating for Christmas, taking down all the fall stuff. We spent a good part of this afternoon taking down all the fall decor and getting ready for Christmas. So just kind of cleaning a little bit, dusting things, getting ready to start putting up our Christmas decor, which to me is the most exciting thing. But there's a lot that needs to be done to kind of prepare for that. So we're just working on all that, and the house is a mess. My bed's a mess because I want to change out my duvet cover. So yeah, everything's a mess, but I really wanted to show you my haul. So today I found 3 plants in the same shop. So this flea market has multiple stalls with different plants, but one stall had an amazing plant selection, like rare plants that I don't see other places. Just beautiful, kind of like they had this like greenhouse outside of the stall. So I went out there and found 3 plants out in that area that I really wanted. Honestly, I could have taken like 10 plants from that one store, but I reined myself in a little bit and only purchased 3. So the first one I want to show you has a little bit of a story behind it. So every time we go through living with the land, I always point to this one plant, and I always say I want to have this plant at our house, like outside at some point, and I think it would be super cool. And that's a prickly pear cactus. And I found one. I love how this thing is variegated. I know next to nothing about cacti, so I don't know if prickly pear cacti are always variegated, but this one is, and it's super, super cute. And the one on Living with the Land is also variegated, so maybe they just are, but I think this is so fun. I'm going to try to grow it, in a bright, bright window in the house. And then at some point, I'm hoping maybe I'll take like a section of it, try it outside or something, or maybe I'll just transplant the entire thing outside, but it's really, really cute, right? So, all right, that's plant number one. Plant number two has also been on my wish list for quite some time, and I don't know if it's one I've talked about. I actually ordered one through an Etsy shop, and then I may or may not have gotten it. It was so small, it was really hard to tell. So I'm not sure if I actually got the right plant or not. It's still very, very small. It's not growing very quickly, but I have a variety of this plant that's the all green variety, and that's growing like crazy. I've already taken cuttings from that, and those are growing as well. So I have wanted this one for a really long time. I found this plant originally on Wild Fern's channel. So if you are into houseplants at all, Wild Fern is a YouTuber out of Canada, and she's just a really fun person to watch. Like, I love her style. She's very young, so she has much better style than I do. But I love her style. I love her plants. She's just a calming person to watch, and I really appreciate YouTube channels that kind of bring me calm and peace and all that. But she has one of these plants, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I have had this on my wish list for quite some time. So this is a Philodendron Florida Ghost. I have the Philodendron Florida Green. It looks like this leaf in transit kind of broke or something. So this one might not make it, but look how gorgeous these leaves are. Aren't they so fun? The last plant, I forgot to tell you, the last plant was $8. This one was $12. So yeah, I absolutely love those leaves. Like I said, I have the all green variety, and the leaves are on that one are kind of closer to this color, a little bit darker actually, but I absolutely love these much lighter leaves. They're so pretty. So I am looking forward to this one growing up. I definitely need to get it in a different pot. Look how small this pot is. I think it's like a maybe a 2-inch pot. I guess it's probably a 2-inch pot, but it is tiny. But aren't those the cutest, coolest leaves? All right, I have one more plant for you, and this one I've been saving for last because I'm so excited about it. Okay, the last plant I have is another one that I saw on Wild Fern's channel. She has one that has grown extremely well and extremely fast, it seems like, and it looks super, super healthy. And so I've had this one on my list for quite some time, and I check at the plant sale that I go to every month or so at Gabriella Plants, because I feel like this is one that they would have because they have a pretty good selection of Hoya. This is a Hoya, and I just have never seen it. So it's not one of those plants that kind of pops up just anywhere. It's a pretty rare Hoya to find just kind of out and about. So I saw this one. I saw this plant on like my third round of these stalls because I had already looked through. I'd looked through again. Maybe it was my fourth round even. I had looked through another time. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to look through one last time before I go just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I saw this one on a bottom shelf and saw the leaves, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is that what I think it is? So yeah, I got a Hoya Hushkliana. I love a variegated Hoya. I think variegated leaves in general are just some of my favorite, but this one has like cute little leaves, but they're on the thicker side, so they're generally easier to take care of. When they have those thicker leaves, they like more sunlight. To me, they're just easier to take care of because they don't need quite as much water. They've got those more succulent leaves. But look how pretty this is. I cannot wait for this to grow up. This was $15, which I thought was actually a really good deal. I told the guy in the booth I will be back. He said they're there year round, so his booth was definitely set up like it's kind of a permanent fixture. But I just wanted to show you guys too. Do you see that little leaf? I think when they first emerge, they're like this super cute pink color. Can I show you on this end? Maybe. There's like a tiny leaf right there. See it right here in the front? And that's coming out pink. So they start out that pink color, and then they lighten to this, variegated dark green on the outsides and white kind of light green on the inside. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this one. So Hoya Hushkliana, so excited. So that was our trip. That was everything that happened today. I think I will probably sign off for the day because we are just in the thick of getting ready for Christmas, decorating, just cleaning, doing all the things. So I'm going to come back tomorrow because I was originally planning on going to Hobby Lobby today. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen tomorrow either because tomorrow's Sunday and Hobby Lobby is closed on Sundays. However, Home Goods is open tomorrow, so I want to take a trip over to Home Goods, see what they have for Christmas decor. I actually have a list of some things that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna kind of take a peek, see what I might be able to find at Home Goods, and I'll do a little haul if I find anything, but I'll take you along if it's not crazy busy there and show you what there is. But that will be in tomorrow's Vlogmas. So this was day 2 of Vlogmas. Thank you guys so much for coming along and sharing this fun Christmas journey with me. If you like what you're seeing and you'd like to subscribe, please consider hitting that subscribe button below. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.